Let's go right there.
mistakes inside my head. I told you I don't know why these feelings show, but it's all good.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the V.A.U.L.T. My name is Austin. We're here at the local, The Dirty. I got pulled out here to show you guys how to manual. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I love them. I'm gonna give you some tips, some tricks, and hopefully it helps you guys learn how to manual. So let's get to it. Okay, so step one with learning manuals is you need to get a foot stance. You're not gonna be riding ski. You're not gonna be riding with your feet towards the top of the deck. How I do manuals is I have my feet pretty close together towards the back of the deck. You might want some space in it. Ultimately, it's gonna be up to you. As you start to learn manuals, you're gonna figure out where your balance point is. Moving on, step two. Now that you have your foot stance ready, you're good, you're comfortable with where your feet are, you're gonna wanna actually practice pulling back and dropping your butt. I know it sounds funny, but that's how you do a manual. So you're gonna wanna go find somewhere smooth. I'm at a skate park, so obviously we have a ton of smooth ground here, but if you're at home, your driveway, the middle of the street, preferably with no cars. Look out for cars, don't get hit by cars. Or if you're at a park, you can go to a basketball court or a tennis court, nobody's using it. And that's where I learned how to do manuals and nose manuals when I was a kid. And once you have your foot stance, pick up a little bit of speed and slowly start to pull back, drop your butt, bend your knees, and you're gonna start doing a manual. If you don't have a balance point yet, you might loop out, throw your scooter, you might just lift it up and drop it back down. Ultimately, that's what you're gonna have to do to learn a manual. There's not too many steps to learning it other than going out and physically doing it and finding the balance point for yourself. So pull back, drop your knees and your butt, start to lean back and try to find your balance point. So as you guys can see, if you notice, my knees kind of shift forward and back. That's pretty much me balancing. So as I start to feel like I'm going too far back, I push myself forward. It might not look like it, but that's my balance shifting from back to front. And ultimately, it just kind of comes natural to you as you start doing manuals and your body reacts to needing to go forward or go back. Okay, so now that you've been doing it on your basketball court or your front yard or whatever, speed will help. So once you're a bit more comfortable, you know, doing it on the flat ground and a bit slower, you could try it out of a bank at your local skate park. Going a bit faster, it'll help you travel farther, but the speed will ultimately help your balance. I know it sounds crazy, but it does. If you go a little bit faster, you're gonna notice that the speed helps your body shift forward. Trying to do a manual going very slow is a lot harder than doing a manual going very fast. So let me show you guys one of those. All right, so as you guys can see, I have a bit more speed coming out of the bank. So coming out of that bank really helped me out. The speed was nice, and the little bit of pop out of the bank really helped me find my balance point a lot easier than it would have been on the flat ground. All right, so once you got them down, you're doing them out of banks, no problem. You got your balance and you feel confident. You can take it to a mani ped like I have here. This is really where manuals shine. Manuals are meant to be, you know, a trick to combine other tricks with it. It's a beautiful trick because you can do tricks in, you can do tricks out, you can do tricks in the middle, and you can link it to other obstacles. You can pretty much link it to so many other things, and it's why manuals are so popular. And the reason this is like the third step is because to do it on a mani pad, you have to hop into it, up an obstacle, and also land in the manual, so it's a bit harder. Depending on how high your mani pad is gonna really determine on how hard the trick is. But for instance, the pad that I have here today is like a foot off the ground, so it's a bit higher than a curb, so not terribly hard. It's gonna be the same thing. You just hop up as if you were gonna normally just go up it, but you're gonna already wanna be leaning back a bit, bending your knees, so once you land back wheel first, you're already ready to take the manual to the end of it. So, okay, next up, you're good, you're a god at hopping up into a mani on a ledge and taking it all the way to the end, just like I showed you right there. Moving on, you're gonna wanna learn how to do tricks into your mani. So whether it's a bar spin, a tail whip, a full whip, a finger whip, a back flip, whatever it is, that's gonna be the next step. So I'm gonna demonstrate how to do a bar spin into a mani, but whether it's a tail whip or a bar spin or anything like that, relatively is gonna be the same technique. You're gonna have whatever trick you're doing into the manual down. So for instance, I'm doing a bar spin. I can do bar spins pretty much every time, so taking it to a manual is not gonna be that hard. Don't try tricks that you're not that good at. If you're kinda good at finger whips, don't try to do a finger whip. Make sure you have those down before you try to take it into a manual, because it's very hard to land into a manual from that trick. What you're gonna wanna do is do the trick like you normally would. So for me, just a bar spin, but just like I was hopping onto the ledge, when I hop and throw the bar spin, I'm gonna be landing, lean back, knees bent, ready to take the manual. It's harder to say it. Let's just go show you guys. All right, so just showed you guys how to do a bar spin into a manual. Now that you are a manual expert, you're gonna combine the two, trick in and trick out. So bar spin in, manual, tail whip out. So now that you have tricks in and out of manuals, moving on to, I would say the final step in a manual is drop manny, which means you're gonna be hopping onto a ledge like this, and instead of landing on both wheels, you're gonna be landing in a manual from a manual. So hop up, manual, drop manual, and you can take that to wherever you want. So for me, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it off the ledge into a bank, but I'm gonna make this loud and clear. In order to do drop manuals, you need to be killing it at manuals. You need to have your balance game up, no problemo. Otherwise, taking the compression from a drop and holding a manual is not easy. It's gonna take you a ton of practice, but to be honest with you, these are manuals. The only way you're gonna be good at them is by practicing over and over again every time you're at the skate park or riding your scooter. So let's get it. All right guys, it's hot. I gotta get out of here, but you guys now know all the tips and tricks that I have when it comes to manuals. You can take it up stuff, down stuff, around stuff, tricks in, tricks out. You guys are experts. The next step from here would be fakie manis, but unfortunately, I can't fakie mani for the life of me. So make sure you guys like this or drop a comment if you want Andrew Zamora himself to come teach you how to fakie mani at his local park. My name's Austin. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Nah, bro. I'm not kidding. This time?
V2, here we go.
Nah, I'm serious, bro. This is V2. No, watch out.
Here we go.
No, I'm serious, bro. Watch out. Dude. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another game of Scoot. To my right here we have Julian, Camarena, and to my left we got
Matisse, Hawthorne. We've been receiving a lot of messages about you guys wanting us to run that V2 game of Scoot, so here we are, out of Lonja, about to throw down. Not about to take the L this time.
Yeah. Oh. Nah.
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 Nah. Nah. Nah. Nah.
Alright, let's get it.
Let's go. Oh!
We're out of Lonja. You know, we don't have a lot of ledges, we don't have a lot of rails, but we do have a nice little fly out. So that's what we're gonna start it off with. So let's start with a bar whip bar and then a nice little fly out over there. Let's get it done.
He's got his trick list ready on his notes to just get my weaknesses, but it's all good, you know? That was my first time letting that! I'm gonna do a quad whip over the pyramid.
I mean, I've never seen him do that, so we'll see. That's fine. You know, I gotta take a V to start off. All right, so since Julian did something that he's never really done before, I'm gonna do a nice little whip to heel over the little like hip transfer over there. That's what we like, baby. That's what we like.
All right, I'm gonna do a 180 bar up the hip over there, fake you around town to the bank, and then do a 180 whip it.
I can't fakey. All right, so we're gonna do a nice little gap transfer from here all the way to flat. So I think we'll do a, let's do a heel rewind. Never done that. Just send it.
We're gonna 5-0 this ledge right here.
Oh! Alright boys, we're gonna run that trick back.
right, so the score right now is VA, while Julian over here has V. We're still starting off the game. They're still warming up, so let's see where this goes.
All right, I'll do a 3 double whip bar as a fly out. Yeah. It's okay.
All right, let's go back to fly out for a second. And then I'll throw a 3 finger whip, catch, fly out, land. A for Julian, and then we're gonna throw it over here.
Oh, okay. Sound good. It's okay. Okay, I'll give it a shot. All right, Matisse is right. That's my A.
That ties it up right there. VA to VA.
I'll do a board down the down rail to double heel out. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw something that's like hard for me. I don't even know if I've ever landed this. I'm gonna have to throw a bri into this.
You honestly got that.
It's a U, that's what we like. That's what we came here for.
I'm gonna go back to the rail. I'm gonna do a hurricane to 180 whip out.
Wow, hurricanes are ridiculous to do.
Yeah. All right, this one, I'm here to just send it. I know you can probably do it, but I'm gonna throw a bar to board on that 10 rail over there.
Woo! All right, boys. I tried to practice my bar board on a ledge, and I actually slipped back and hit my butt, landed on it. So I'm gonna pass on it, and that's gonna be my what, L?
Yeah, that was a sign that he shouldn't have tried that.
It's okay. We're gonna get the redemption back on the hurricane on the down rail to whip out. Yep, let's do it.
All right, so Julian over here has L, while Matisse is still at A.
Try to throw a whip bar on the 10 set over there from the top to bottom. Oh.
Matisse just stomped out like nothing. He said it was light work. Let's see if Julian can say it's light work too. Julian just slipped out of his first go. He does get 2 rebates, last trick, and 1 for the game. So let's see if he can stomp it. Fantastic game. Matisse stomped it, got Julian all the way to T. Julian got Matisse to VA.
It's a good game. Who wants to see a V3? Because V1 me, V2 Matisse.
It is tied 1-1.
We
1-1,
use
baby.
a tiebreaker. Let us know in the comments if you do want that to happen. We'll make it happen.
If you're from LA, drop some parks down in the comments. Let's see where you want it to happen.
Later, bro. Yeet.
Dang it.
And there we go, episode 3 of Vault Rides in the books. Let us know down below what your favorite video was from that. And while you're there, be sure to give us suggestions on what type of videos you want to see. We're doing sessions, we're doing games of Vault, we're doing how-tos. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. And that's it, that's all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to send in your lands and your slams at slam or land at TheVaultProScooters.com. Or you can DM them to me on my Instagram at JamesWebby. And that's all I got for you. My name's Webby, and I'm out.